So, good people, this is part two of the best rituals that one can conduct during the Diwali period, Festival of Lights. I'm going to talk from my experience, what I do, and what always works for me. And you can try it if you want to. Now, this might not fit with everybody because it's not something that you might just share offhand. Um, I'm just going to go for it. Now, firstly, what I do during this period here is I write down every single vice that has been in control over me. Whether it's over the last couple of weeks, months, or years, I write them down in a page. This is what I usually do initially. After some time, it tends to happen in the head. But obviously, if you're new to this, then this is what you should be doing. Write down all the vices that you suffer with, whether it's ego, whether it's lust, whether it's envy, whether it's hatred, whether it's toxicity, where you just can't find happiness in everything, whether you gossip, whether you speak stuff that is against your own self, whether you speak negative, whether you always think negative, um, and ego is a problem. Write down all of these vices, and what you want to do is you want to start working through them. Remember, it's a period of celebrating darkness over sorry, light over darkness. How can you celebrate that which you haven't achieved in a state of consciousness? How can you celebrate victory over darkness if you still have that within you? You see, it doesn't make sense. How can I celebrate something that has happened externally from who I am? Fundamentally, for me, I am part particle of supreme consciousness of the creator and creation itself. So ideally, I should be working on myself all the time. So this is what I do. I write down all the vices that I suffer with, all the vices that have been working more powerfully than me as spirit soul, and I start working on them. And during this time here, I start ticking off all the things that I have mastered and overcome, and I celebrate that, and I show gratitude to not just the characters that play out in the Ramayana. I do it for nature itself that have paid witness to these events. The trees, the plants, the soil, the air. The air has no age. The rain, how can you calculate the age of rain every time it comes down? But yet it's the source of survival. So I pay gratitude to all of this, not just to the characters in Ramayana. Remember, Hanuman is a personification of devotion. Devotion personified. If I have to take devotion and make it into a person, 100%, that's Hanuman. I ask myself, what am I devoted to fully? And if I am not devoted to anything fully, then how can I celebrate lightness? How can I celebrate righteousness over the unrighteous? How can I celebrate light over darkness? Because darkness means unconscious living. Darkness means no awareness, less awareness, and awareness means light. The more light you have, the more you can see. How can I celebrate the light when I'm seeing darkness? You get it? So ideally, what I do is I write down all the vices and all the things that I've worked on, and I start a checklist and start ticking off what I've achieved, what I have mastered and become more in control over. And then I celebrate by paying gratitude. And yes, I pay gratitude to the different dimensions of reality or the characters in the Ramayana. And over a considerable period of time, what happens? You become a part of the Ramayana. The whole point of this is for you to become part of the actual Ramayana. It's an everyday process. It's an every moment happening. It's an every second happening. Every thought, word, and action has a consequence. So it's an every moment happening where you are trying to rise from the darkness and attain light by conscious living. Now, what are the best rituals that you can do during the Ramayana period or during the Diwali period? Sorry. As I told you, if you're not doing what I told you, then the rest of the stuff is just make believe stuff, in my opinion. But nevertheless, ideally, what you want to do is you want to keep yourself in a very clean state mentally, meditation. Number two, you want to be eating food less that has less karmic entanglements. You want to eat foods at least 9 days before, 7 days before, if you can, or even 3 days before. Foods that are solar powered, which is vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds, and whatever it is. Why? Because your mind will have less traffic so that you can connect to your higher power. There's no point trying to connect to your higher power when it's so difficult because your mind has so much of traffic. You can be physically there in devotion, your body, but your mind can be elsewhere. And all of these things play a vital role in it. What you eat, how you think. For you to be able to be in a more calmer state, what you put in your body aids in that. You need to be listening to high frequency music. It's good to listen to bhajans during this time if you can. Or listen to high frequency music. It's all of these little things that you do. Keep your home clean. Well, it's an everyday thing that you got to keep your home clean. But make sure your home is sparkling clean, because all the things around in your home, they store energy. And during this time here, you want your home to be vibrating very high. You can do a havan, but it's good to do a havan during this time here. And if you don't know the Ramayana, it's fine. If you don't know the Ramayana, it's fine. Write down all the stuff that you suffer with and work every day towards achieving it, and then you can celebrate light over darkness. That's how I look at it. I call myself, well, I'm not going to even talk about that, but fundamentally, this is a very powerful period for us all. And it's during this time where I would say, the most devoted to that dimension of existence, purely because of my bhakti, my devotion to Ram itself. But I'm not going to go so in depth about the devotion part and how I please or how I like to show my gratitude to Ram, because that's a very, very deep and a personal thing. But I hope you guys understand the science of what I've explained and the magnitude and the consequence of doing it this way. Because when you do things this way, then something happens for you, which is what you want, which is an open way. I hope this message reaches you. Share this to anybody who you think that will benefit from this. I wish you all a blessed and a lit up Deepavali. Jai Shri Ram.